Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with three S's. I'm your host here, Chantele Francis, that was watching episodes while I'm in my bed in Saint Tropez, France, because I want to be caught up so that I can come back and watch all these episodes and recap them all and have a really amazing winner. And then I caught up and then I watched the ending and I don't care.
No, that girl, you didn't even have ooh. I was watching it live and I was like, do I I don't care. People are like, "Oh, are you gonna talk about it?" So when Chantel comes back, we'll talk about it. So far, there's nothing that has happened that I care about.
Well, this is our host here, Tamika. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I am so glad that this show is over. I'm so
It
glad
started
it's
off
over.
so strong. Why?
It did. It did. It did. And I know I can pinpoint the two, it's like the multiverse, the two points in the timeline where shit went very, very wrong and they could never get it back on right on track. Yes, I can pinpoint two things that happened and
Okay, so the
and they
first
got the
thing
winner.
was clearly having Molly go to CASA AMOR.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
and the second thing is letting the house guests know that Whitney and Loken were the favorites.
Okay, that was three things. The other
Okay,
thing was Catherine and Scott was allowing everybody to, by making Catherine a
yeah, the
villain.
villain.
What they did was separate the black vote into between fractions of Whitney and Ella. I think a lot of people were more camped in the Catherine and Scott camp, and by messing that up, split off their vote because the votes were close. If you look at the percentages, the votes were very, very close, very close. And so I think by not allowing them to stay the strong couple and then messing up the other two couples, making
Well, and
them,
also though not really giving Catherine a fair edit, so people
yeah,
were still hating her but
right,
loving Scott, and so
yes,
Scott was getting doing no harm, and then the correct people that should have maybe been leaving didn't leave because they
mm,
had to get out Catherine, and
yes. So
and
that you could not invest in other relationships because you're too busy. It's not going to find somebody, and they're talking about Catherine off the show. Every little thing that she's doing, they're trying to. What she's doing is she and Scott going to get back together. It's what happened season 3, Love Island USA, when they fucked up Cash and Cinco. Instead of just allowing them to continue their relationship, they meddled with them, and then we got the winners that we got. And so y'all got the winners that y'all got, and it's the winners y'all deserve.
I'm so disappointed in the winners. I think I might have even rathered Molly and Zach.
Probably. But again, this is the producer's fault. It was too far gone. She was clearly a plant. She was clearly given favoritism. And at that point, even the white vote couldn't be like, oh, well, let's get behind Zach and Molly. They knew it just didn't make any sense. So that you know who they got behind? Jess. Not Jess and Sammy. Jess. Because they weren't going to vote for anybody black.
Hi, Dan. Dan is here. Dan is mad. Damn, UK is definitely racist. I feel
Yeah.
like the people that don't even watch Love Island pick Jess and Whitney.
Jess and Sammy?
Sammy. Well, maybe Jess and Wit. Or Locken and Wit?
I don't know. Because people that I know that watch Love Island were very firmly behind the Whitney and Lock and Cap.
Whitney and
But
Locken
they,
were definitely I know you don't watch Murad, but
no.
he posted he had like a finale party,
Hmm.
and they were watching that ending live, and when they see the final two couples, it's going
Hmm.
to be Whitney and Jess and Sammy, and we all know that Sammy doesn't even like Jess,
Yeah.
and like that they're literally only together to get to the end and win.
Yeah.
Like such an eye roll that like they are so oblivious to that and like they don't care. And they really thought that they had a chance
Hmm.
of Whitney and Larkin winning. And then when it went to Jess and Sammy, they're just
Hmm. Yeah.
like people were just like so upset.
Oh,
And I was
I
like,
saw it coming. The funny thing is, I was gonna tweet it, but I was like, I don't want to tweet it because I don't want to get hate. But I in my head, like I was not shocked. In my head, I said Sammy and Jess is gonna win. I saw it coming when Ella and Tyreek had that last fight.
oh, and it was so long that they played it. They played it for so damn long. I just was like, oh, this, and then on having Jess being like, oh, like, are they ever like good? Like, aren't they ever like on the same page? And I'm like, they're
Y'all
just
had a fight yesterday. Y'all had a fight yesterday too, but y'all was they didn't play yours as long. Yeah, I saw it coming. I saw it coming. It was like a train wreck. And even if you listen to the morning after shows, a lot of the commentary from even inside they were trying to. It was like they were trying to throw it to Ella and Tyreek. Oh no, those fights they're normal. India saying that the fights are normal. Ella and Tyreek should win. They've been through everything. Sammy and Jess have, I don't think he likes her. I don't think they're gonna last. But Ella and Tyreek, because what they were trying to do was take it away from Whitney and Locken because they didn't want Whitney and Locken to win. They wanted Ella and Tyreek to win. If white person could win, they would rather have Ella and Tyreek have won. But they screwed themselves in that way. By doing that and then showing that last fight, screwed themselves. The votes were so close. The votes were so close.
well, Dan says that he wishes that Mitch was the winner. I don't know if I can agree with that. Mitch pissed me off a lot when when him and Ella B were discussing that they thought that Whitney and Logan, oh, they're not really affectionate or friendly around the villa. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all I ever see them is cuddling and laying on each
Every
other, and
time.
I just don't know what
If
else
she's
you
not
want me to
laying
do.
on top of him, giving him kisses, he's hanging off of her, giving her kisses. I don't know what these people are talking about because even on the morning after po- po- podcast, Sam was saying the same thing. India was alluding to the same thing, and I'm like, okay, I could understand if the edit was giving us that, but every time I've seen them, that's what they're doing. So what do y'all do? There's no sexual chemistry. What? What?
I feel like, I mean, whether there's sexual chemistry or not, that's not what the
Mhm.
people are saying necessarily
Right.
that I've seen. They're saying that
Right.
they don't see them cuddling and touching each other and hanging around each other, and like that's all I really see of them.
That's all I see.
Like,
That's all I see.
you're fooled by Molly and Zach. I'm just like, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe
The
I think
narrative.
it's because everybody just doesn't see them together.
Yeah. The narratives that they just try to edit the show, steer the show is what ruined it. And listen, good luck to Jess and Sammy.
I mean, it's just like whatever, she's gonna have to go back and she's gonna see all the clips that before, and then like he's gonna be like, oh, that's how it's feeling at the top. Like he's gonna do the same
Yeah.
Sammy shit,
Yeah.
and they're gonna only fight. Like they're not gonna be able to get onto the same page and like being like, oh my god, boyfriend and girlfriend, love
Yeah.
you. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they'll ever be able to get back to there because he's
And
gonna.
her friends are never going to like him. I'm sorry. I can't see it. The public doesn't even. They voted, literally voted just because it was Jess. They did not vote for Sammy.
And like, why is she so like she's okay, but like she's had a few like side eye moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they see themselves in her. Oh, he said she was ugly. I'm sure their husbands do the same thing to them.
So Dan also says that they didn't do the steal money part, or did I just fast forward it?
They haven't done it in 3 seasons.
Okay, and then they also didn't do the baby challenge, which I'm like, whatever. But like,
Yeah.
why didn't they do that? I wonder.
They did that sports day thing
They
instead.
usually do the sports day.
Yeah, they I again because they were spending so much time doing. There were no couples towards the end. You had Scott and Abby still there for no odd reason. Ella,
I had like I remember having so much. I like was so done with
yeah,
that woman.
yeah.
I feel
Ella
bad for
B and
her, but
Mitch.
like, because she's terribly insecure, but she
Yeah.
was really, really annoying.
Ella B and Mitch, which he don't like her. She doesn't like him. I just
So Dan here says that he heard that Mitch is a super fan and wanted to be a memorable Islander. I didn't really hear that Mitch was. I heard that Scott was.
no. I heard this about Mitch.
Really?
Katie said
Oh,
that
I
he
haven't
wanted
watched
to
all their
be a
press.
memorable island.
Hi Rachel. Hey ladies, I'm so pissed about how this season played out. Yeah, so
Do you want
bad.
me to rant and rave? Because I can say something. Yeah.
That's all we're going to be doing here today. So, like, I was just really disappointed with how the season ended. And
Mhm,
I, like, obviously I was away and, like, I was watching. I wasn't necessarily taking notes. But then, like, I was going to go back and, like, just take some quick notes and talk about each
mhm,
episode. But
mm-mm,
at this point, with how it ended up, like, I don't need to talk about their super dates. I
mm-mm,
don't need to, I don't need to, what happened? They played the game.
mhm.
Um, they had to choose an Islander couple to go home. They chose um Scott and Abby.
Yeah.
Um, then the most
To
recent
me,
vote.
and this is the other thing. To me, they should have dumped Ella B. It should have been a double dumping. It should have been Abby and Abby and Scott and Ella B and Midge. There was no reason for Ella B and Midge. I was like, I understand you guys paid for and planned a date, but y'all like get your deposits back and cancel their date and dump and do a double dumping. There was no reason. There was no reason.
Well, Rachel says they think that the production sabotage began once they announced Whitlock as a fan favorite. After
Absolutely.
that, anything she said and did was a problem. I mean, that was the third thing I said. You had said the first two. The first one was Molly going to CASA more and ruining
Yeah.
CASA more, and then
Yeah.
this like ruining Zach's experience, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And then you're saying the second thing was how they dealt with Scott and
Catherine.
Catherine
Mhm,
with their coupling, with
mhm,
her in the villa, and
mhm,
with her being like all everything that had to do with that couple and relationship. I
mhm,
think really, really was harmful to how the show could have played out organically.
mhm.
And then lastly, yeah, like sabotaging Whitney.
Yeah. Because then everything I saw, oh, see, Whitney's so smug. She's so smug. I was like, she wasn't even smug. That's something that they did. That's something they did.
So Nancy's the thing that is weird was that Sammy was a player, always played Jess, but somehow won. I'm sorry, but it's the white privilege. Yeah.
It's that's how it works. I said it to somebody mid season because they kept saying no Ty and Elle has to win. They're the show. They have to win. They've been through this. They've been through that. I said they don't like couples that are black to have trials and tribulations. You have to be perfection and
That's right.
even
Yeah.
then, because Whitney and Locken,
But Locken, I think his mom is Indian, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, and his dad's white.
So too much color. Too much color. Stan says no one even talked about Jess and Sammy, so I was
That's why they won.
shocked.
That's why they won. I knew it. I called it. I knew it was happening. I was like, Justin Sammy's gonna win. As I said, the producers made a mistake sending Molly back into the villa because she's not gonna win. All that stuff that you guys did to try to make her win just screwed up everything else. She's not gonna win. And I think at some point she realized she wasn't gonna win. But
Well, when he didn't say that we're exclusive soon enough,
yeah,
like if they'd done like the exclusive at around the time when she said that to Katie,
Mm-hmm.
If around then they were like the first couple that said
Mm-hmm.
it, then maybe they could have been on the. But he
Yeah.
was the first couple to say like boyfriend and girlfriend,
Yes.
and that probably helped them be like, look, he's grown so much.
Yeah.
Look how far he's come.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know how to talk about his feelings. Like, remember like when
Yeah.
Ty said it, and he's
Yep.
like, I think I'm in love too.
Yes. Yep.
He didn't want someone to be ahead of him in that
And so
game.
I knew it. I knew it. I was like, oh, they're gonna be snowed by this. And I'm sorry, I can't see their relationship working because he literally called her unattractive multiple times, and I don't think her friends are ever going to let him forget it.
Absolutely. Okay, well, speaking of the morning after podcast, I just need you to listen to this part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me know if you can hear it. Okay.
Okay.
Do you think is it going to be? Do you think it's going to be flagged if I just play it through?
I don't think there's video to it, right? It's
Well, it's
not.
the audio, but like I don't know if it is, it might get cut out. So sorry if it gets cut out
Mm-hmm.
for copyright, but I just want you to hear this.
Right? And she came over to me. What do you mean? She went on your podcast. She said something.
Okay, so we're starting like, kind of right now. So they're talking about the actual. Okay.
Okay.
What? You said he was a rapper. I went, no, I didn't. And she went, yes, you did. And I went, I don't think I did.
Go on, Mama Kid.
And then your sister went, no, it's when she went, Mum, calm down. She went, it's when you went, my ideal date is having someone sit at the end of my bed, listen to my music. And I thought you.
Okay, I'm just pausing it just in case I can avoid copyright stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Meant you
your
rapping.
music.
So is it like you were gonna sit Molly at the end of the bed and be like,
my
right,
music.
Molly,
Oh,
I'm gonna sing to you. I was like, that is so good.
Would you like that?
I actually really them together actually gives me the ick as well, but then what?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Zach.
Nah,
Yeah,
you're
go for
right.
it.
You're right.
Talking about extracurriculars, actually, Zach, you don't have your phone. You haven't been able to see anything. Molly is a professional TikToker.
I died when I heard him say this.
Sam couldn't wait. He kept saying, "I can't wait for him to get off of him to do this."
Right up my street with some of the stuff you do. I cannot wait to get Zach walking down the stairs going, I'm looking for my friend.
He's been saying it for weeks.
It will go viral.
It's happening.
So bad.
Mate,
It's happening.
Please get him to do it. I'll direct it. I want you doing this. This got 15 million views.
Gosh.
I want you.
We've been waiting for this, so
to
too.
Start with Molly.
You want me to do this?
This is what you're gonna do.
Nah.
Please don't get the ick. I'm just...
Please don't get the egg. Oh my god.
I should have.
These are all my best
Should have
friends.
told me about these first before I caught feelings, buddy. Nah.
If you do that, I will. You'll get millions
Yeah.
of views.
We'll smash
For the
that one.
content, mate.
But
I want to be involved. Can I do it with
I cannot see Zach doing that at all.
you?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Director,
I would love to be there.
choreographer.
Guys,
Oh.
but do you know what?
Big
That's
6'5"
why.
Southeast London and me doing that? Oh, come on.
He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it.
I'll give it my best shot, I guess.
A track. There we are. We have it. It's a track.
But do you know what? This is what I think. Well, we believe. I think we said this on the podcast. Why you got in the final? Why people like you so much is because you come from completely different areas.
Yeah, whatever. But
He's been talking about it for weeks. He could not wait to get. He's like, all I want is for Zach to do that TikTok. For weeks, he was saying it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Sorry, I had to share that with you when I saw that.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I just got tired of them. I hadn't listened to the last few episodes because I was just so upset. Like they didn't help. They kept trying to it was just a lot of interference. Like you could tell they just oh well, Whitney's a personality and she could win on her own. Like kind of throwing Locken under the bus, and I was like, No, they're really good. I'm not saying that they're gonna last forever, but I don't think any of these couples are gonna last forever. But I thought Locken was funny as hell. Like,
Out of all the guys there, like
he's
Locke
the best
is
guy.
the best. He's the most like that I can see having a long term. Like, he doesn't seem like if people start sliding into his DMs that he's going to maybe be. I just he seems like a good guy
Yeah,
and more mature and
yeah,
looking for a relationship. And
yeah,
I thought it was hot how good he was at frisbee.
yeah. Oh my god! I was like, damn it! Another thing that I could have done in the Olympics. I didn't know.
I'm not good at
Oh,
frisbee at all. But
yeah.
was that something that happened this week? The talent show? I
Yes,
guess
the
so.
talent show. It was.
Everyone's pretty good.
Yeah, Scott can't really sing, but yeah,
Oh, Scott was the worst.
yeah.
I liked Whitney and Tyreek's little rap song. They were good.
Mhm.
They should
Yep.
get they should get some sort of deal. What did
Mhm.
Sammy do? Oh, he did like handstands. Who cares? What
Yeah,
did
he's
Jess do?
flipping around. Jess and Ella danced. They did the. Oh God, they danced. I can't even describe what it was.
And Ella B she was good.
Yeah, they did like. Yeah.
Hi, Naya. So Naya says production provided so much diversity from the get-go to check their quota box and then did everything to sabotage their journeys just for them views. Sad. Yeah, it is sad.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
said
sad.
I said to someone because I have a few friends that watch Love Island USA with me. They like this was like their first full season watching Love Island UK, and I said I'm sorry, the UK uses the storylines of black men and women for frontline storylines, but they ensure that they never win.
Yeah. Like Whitney, Locken, Ella, and Ty were consistently the people that provided the most entertainment. Like unless people were entertained by Mitch, Abby, Scott storyline. Like I wasn't.
I don't know any people were entertained by Mitch. I don't know anybody who was entertained by that entire storyline. It was exhausting. Like every time I watched, I was like, "Can we like?" That's why I was saying it just needs to be a double dumping. I don't understand why we're sending either of those couples. It needed to be a double dumping. Like they just ruined everything.
They I mean, I'm really sad because it was a great season. So close to having Whitney be the winner here.
Yeah.
Um or even like the fact that Ella and Ty they were from a day one couple that was voted by the couple, the
Couple by the
public,
public. Yeah.
that were able to go through their ups and downs and still come back together, whether we believe Ty or not. Like
Yeah.
like how he expresses himself,
Hmm.
it seems genuine, like even the letter that he wrote, everybody was so surprised by how heartfelt it was, and saying like, I did this because of you and you're my best friend and I'm so happy that I've met you. I've grown so much and it's because of you. I can't wait to see. And I'm like, hey man, like if he's a game player, like he's playing it well because like he's able to come up with these things that he's never had a girlfriend before. And so,
Yeah.
he's had a lot of growth seemingly on the show. And
Yeah.
it's just weird that it doesn't get rewarded
Yeah. I
because
will
of the
say this:
melanin.
they weren't my couple. I preferred two other couples to them. That being
Sure, sure,
said,
sure, sure. But
that
like
being said, if
it didn't.
if Whitney and Locken didn't win, it should have been Tanya Ella. Period. Um, and I've always said I believe Ty when it comes to Ella. Do I believe he's a little bit of a game player? Yes, but who? Like even Scott said it today. He's like, there were multiple people in there playing games. Period. And so I can't even knock him on that one. I feel like if Whitney and Lockett did not win, it should have been them. Period. Should have been them. And the producers ensured when they showed that stupid ass fight,
Yeah.
they ensured it was never going to be them.
Mm-hmm. It's very sad. I think that Catherine, Ty, Ella saved CASA as well, and they
Yes.
used the editing to get rid of Catherine.
Yes. Because they did not want her to think about it, guys. If they had left Catherine and Scott together, Sammy and Jess would not have sniffed that final. They would not have. They would not have. They would have had 3 black women, or 2 black women and 1 biracial woman in the freaking finals. They ensured that did not happen. And the black people in the UK helped them. And this is where I'm going to rant and rave. Do not come and talk about Love Island USA. They're always, I see on Twitter, UK and some African watchers always come chatting shit about Love Island USA, about Justine and Caleb, Cash and Cinco, Timmy and Zeta.
Zeta.
Don't chat shit about our show, because at least a black woman has been able to win our show multiple times. You can say a lot. Have there been game players? Yes, but tell me where in the UK there has not been.
Yeah, black couple, a full black couple, basically. It's like, I don't know if that will ever happen in the UK.
No,
I do not think it will ever happen in the UK.
After this season, I was like, it will never happen. They will highly edit it to make sure that it never happens, and these people roll with it. Like, oh, you see what she did? Because I still see comments. Scott came out and he said the stuff that you guys are doing to Catherine is unnecessary and is not true. And then he took ownership of the stuff that he did. And he said the narrative that you got, you don't know what happened. It's a reality TV show. It's edited. And he even said, he's like, I had an argument with her the night that we came back from CASA AMOR, and I ended things. It was not shown. He said he was stupid. He should have put something in her bag. That was his fault. He knew better. He's like, but I didn't want to send her anything because I didn't want any guy to get her. And these people are still in the comments, well, she shouldn't have talked to him that way. That's her fault for talking to him that way. The man is telling you he wasn't bullied. Nobody bullied him. She's still really good friends with him. And y'all are just still going along with the producer edit. You will never get it. You will never have it. Nope.
I hate their couples are usually the only really good couple. Like is like at the time was Amber. Like I wanted Amber to win so badly just because she was done so dirty by Michael.
Yeah.
And like in the past years, like I really liked Nathan and Cara. That was season 2. Season 1, I like their winners. Season 1, season 3, I probably like all their winners. Until season 6, I started to be like,
Paige and Finn.
No, I didn't want them to win. I wanted Shanice
and Luke T. Yeah, same. I mean, but I didn't mind Paige and Finn winning because I really did believe, and they lasted a long time. I really did believe them, right? Like it wasn't like I understood them winning, right? And even their ups and downs wasn't crazy. It was like miscommunications rather than like he did something super like disrespectful to her. So I didn't mind them winning, but I agree. I feel like the runners up were my couple, but neither couple are together now. But I watched since that. Yeah, Amber. I really like after what Michael did. Yeah, I was like, oh, because I really wanted her and Michael to win, and I was like, it was just and then it was devastating, to be fair. And then season 7 just that was
that Millie and
Yes, Millie and Liam, which they're back together, but just the stuff that was done, because like Kaz and Tyler wouldn't have made that final if Liberty and Jake hadn't dropped out, and he was the biggest game player.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed just with how it went, because like even though like we could see like some, it kind of when it happened in Casamora, it was still like pretty good, and then like and then this cat and stuff. I'm like, oh, the season's still okay. Whitney's still there, and like and
Yeah.
then like showing all of like the fights with Ella and
Ty.
Whitney now, and Ella
Oh,
and
Whitney.
Ty, and like
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. And you heard the thing that fight had happened like the whole week before.
interesting.
It had happened, and so when the families came in and they were telling them, "Oh yeah, we just watched you guys fight," and they're like, "What fight?" And they're like, "Oh, you guys were fighting about her calling you selfish and you calling her smug," and they're like, "That happened like a week ago."
Brutal. The producers
Y'all
are
keep
really.
y'all keep falling for it. Y'all keep falling for it. I don't even know what to tell y'all. Every time I say it's a highly edited show, y'all keep falling for it.
Well, I don't even know what else to talk about. So, Chad, is there anything else you want to talk about this season? Like, just to reiterate, I'm just thoroughly disappointed with like the winners, especially because I never once did I see personally a spark between the two of them. I felt that the storyline between Jess and Sammy was all contrived to get a win, and I
Mhm.
just can't believe that it actually worked. Like that it working to
Mhm.
me makes every future season of Love Island go completely downhill, because
Mhm.
like yeah, we know it's a popularity contest to a certain extent, but
Mhm.
like we're supposed to be a popularity contest like because we like the couple, not
Yeah.
because like they're playing a game and you're being fooled by it.
Yeah.
So
I
I
agree.
find it really frustrating because out of all the couples, they're the least in love.
Yes. Yeah. They were the least
They
couple.
were the least like they gave me the ick the most.
Yeah.
He was never interested in her. He doesn't think
Mm.
she's attractive. Doesn't like blondes.
Mm-mm.
They had all these fights. Like they were upset that all. And I'm wondering what happened. Like why the Islanders all of a sudden think that they were so compatible, because like it's kind of like when they got mad at everybody for saying that they were least compatible and they had to be separated or whatever.
Mhm.
Like since then, everybody's like, "Oh my god, they're so compatible. They're so like." Did the producers speak to them or something?
I have
Like,
no idea because even now people are like, "Oh, we're so happy for them. They're our winners." And I to be fair, I do think when they got the 50K, but I don't see them being popular. Like Whitney is definitely going to be more popular. Ty and Ella together, if they stay together, they're going to be way more popular.
do you,
Um,
you have you looked at their Instagram spikes?
I think the last time I saw Ella had reached over 300, right?
Let's see. Ella, what's her? Do you know what it is off by heart? Oh, Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
she's
Jess
at
is at
404.
415. Okay, Jess is at 415.
So Jess is already ahead of her, huh?
Yeah. Um, yeah, 404. And then
What's Jess's last name? I just want to add her.
Thomas. Oh, Jess Harding, sorry. And then where's Whitney? I know today Catherine did a live and it went up to like 11 12K.
Wow.
So in the live was Mitch, Whitney and Amber.
Wow, Catherine only has 127,000.
Yeah, because people started unfollowing her when they made her the villain. Whitney has 304, which is not bad considering she was a bomb.
Okay, so wait, Whitney, let me just add her as well. Should is 9 posts right now, anyways. Lock-in only has 40,000. Oh, poor Lock-in.
Ugh. But Whitney and Locken were still together when they hopped on the live. Mitch wasn't with Ella. He's gone visiting family. Catherine was there by herself. But Whitney and Locken were still together, and Mitch just came.
Our favorite picture.
Yeah, my favorite picture.
So cute.
And Whitney, Mitch, and Locken, they all just came back from Mallorca. So
Jess has the biggest numbers, right? Yep. None of these couples are in love. I mean, none of them are in love, but I would say that Jess and Sammy are the least in love out of all of them.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she almost gives him the ick. She's. I don't think he's into her at all. Naya agrees with me. Having Sammy not find Jess attractive, and she knows that, will set a dangerous precedent for future seasons. People will come on and really just start playing big time. Yes.
Yeah. They literally
doesn't matter.
just ruined their show. That's what I said. But that's why I said allowing these people, I said these are the winners you deserve, because they've been playing in your face all season and y'all allowed them to do it. And you tried to make Catherine the biggest villain, and she has been vindicated. And so, in my opinion, this season just went to shit, and it's the winners y'all deserve. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not.
Rachel says Ty and Ella need couple therapy. Their communication is not it. I mean, Aries and
Aries and
Taurus.
Taurus, guys, I don't know what to tell you.
And
We've
they're
been
young.
telling you all season.
They're young.
And
they're Aries and Taurus, and they're very sexually attracted to each other. It's just like, she likes the fiery Mars energy, and he likes the sexy fucking Venus energy. And they feel
it's
like
starting World War, and then in order to stop it, you gotta fuck. Like that's how it works.
That's their dynamic.
That's gonna be their dynamic.
That's the Aries Venus male female dynamic, and and they're young. They haven't really learned how to communicate well as their star signs.
Yeah.
So as they get older, they're going to figure out, like, okay, I can't be stubborn, or I can't be that pig-headed, or I can't be that bold, or you know what I mean? They're going to learn, but now they're just young.
Which is why, like, Sam was on After Sun comparing, Ty and Ella always want to rip each other's clothes off. I don't see that with Whitney and Locken. I'm like, Whitney and Locken are older, more mature. Like, yes, you want to rip each other's clothes off.
Well, and Locken's also an Aries, so like it's a very different Aries than Ty. It's more evolved Aries.
It's an evolved Aries, right? So it's just like that maturity. It's like, that, oh yes, I want to rip your clothes off, but you're gonna rip your clothes off behind closed doors, away from people.
Yeah.
Not on camera.
And also, like, Ella does exude more of that sexual energy, and it's probably because she's Taurus. Taurus is this. It's just a little bit different. I would say Scorpio's sexual energy is a little more hidden. It's a little bit.
I was going to say more mysterious.
It's just like seductive.
We have the same sexual energy, but we might be more forward with ours, and they keep theirs behind, and because when it gets there. Like, it's behind closed doors for a reason.
They're probably the most sexual sign in the zodiac. Both of them being ruled by Mars, they also would have very, very, very strong sexual energy, but they might not be as willing to be in front of your face.
Out in front, yeah. They're just, PDA is not going to be their thing.
Mary J wonders how Ty actually feels about losing to Sammy. I really don't think he thought they were competition. I don't think so either.
But him and Ella did a joint post today, so that should be how they think about it. They already hard launch. They're like, what's everybody saying? Listen, I think they're going to lean into it. I don't see them breaking up for a while. They're going to get all their money and not leave anything on the table, as they should. They're better together, to be fair.
What's their joint post on?
If you
back outside, see y'all soon. Just like a basic post.
Did they undo it? It was this one. Oh wait.
The What Did We Miss?
Go to ties because it
This one?
was joint. Did they undo it? Yes, that one.
Okay, it's on hers. It's just a little bit later. It's not like
Oh,
most
okay.
recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says What Did We Miss?
Yeah, what we miss.
They look so good together, though.
They do. They're a pretty couple. Um, listen,
Okay, Sammy at
they'll
least only has
be
177, so at least Ty has more followers than he does. Say it again?
Listen, Molly May didn't win. And whose team do you know from that evening?
That is true. Messy Mitch only has 172. He's leading into that for sure and changed his name.
Mm-hmm.
Where's him and Ella? Oh, okay, that's good for them.
I don't see them being long for this world.
Not at all. Okay, Rachel wants to know if we have been following interviews. I really haven't been happy with how Kay's been talking about Whit and Catherine. No,
Yeah.
you have been a little bit. What is Rachel talking about?
Yeah, so she's just been like, that Catherine, Scott didn't like her. This person didn't like her. Like she's shocked about Elam and Catherine breaking up, even though Elam did tell us he came there just to promote his business, but they had so much in common. Yes, what you think they had in common was their skin color. Fuck you.
Wait, they broke up officially?
Oh yeah, no, they weren't really together. They were together for what, like a couple days before they got dumped, and these people are acting like she was in a full-blown relationship with that guy and that he dumped her. Meanwhile, from the time she came off the island, she's like, we're just exploring, we're just friends, we haven't really seen each other, we're gonna figure it out if we can do this together or not. He lives in Dubai, I live here. Like, I was like, they ain't staying together, but I knew that. And then he was making all sorts of TikToks when they did just be like, they're not together, against her. I was like I said, scammer. Oh yeah, he's a scammer, period. So you sat there, told her that Scott was a game player, but encouraged her to Ellen because they had so much in common that he's a freaking scammer. Shut up, Katie. Yeah. You and Uzi. I want to see how long you two last because Montel and Leah are already gone. I don't know. They still were going on podcasts. Who knows? Montel and Leah broke up though.
Yes, I was kind of like avoiding seeing things, and then because I hadn't watched episodes yet and stuff like that, but. Okay, hi TA, hi ladies, welcome back.
TA.
Thank you. Hi Tamika, I missed your recaps together. We didn't do this whole week because I was away, and this is gonna be it. Sam and Jess won. Horrible. Yeah, absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah. Well, we'll be doing the Bachelorette, and she might hop on some Big Brother recaps with me, but
for sure.
We're done with Love Island UK.
I mean, we might change your mind.
And there won't be a winter one, thank God. So
I'm excited for those winter games, though. Whatever that is, it's gonna be fun, right? They're saying they're replacing it with
so there's Love Island Winter Games coming in October. Yeah, well, no, there's two coming supposedly. There's one coming on Peacock in October, and then I think ITV is going to do one where ex-Islanders come to find love again.
Find love somewhere. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
that might work better together.
Yeah,
that might work better.
Yeah. If they get a good cast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I just.
Well, thank you, Tamika, for putting in all the work and coming on all these podcasts with me as we did go through Love Island UK. It still is, I think, a very good show. I'm worried that this season might have set a negative precedent for future seasons because as much as this is the public's winner, it was so far off from my winner that it's kind of left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. It's hard for me to enjoy seasons when I don't enjoy the winner or understand or want the winner in any capacity to win or understand why other than the fact that they were white. That kind of gets a little bit bothersome and tiresome. So I'm hoping that I will, if a year goes by, I will miss Love Island and I'll be like, okay, I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
give another chance. But right now, I'm pretty disappointed. But I'm very thankful that you still endured through this with me.
Thank you for having me as always. And, I am very happy to switch to Love Island USA at this point because I'm burnt out from the season. And while Love Island USA is full of drama, I can, separate. Separate.
Rachel says I heard Love Island games films in October and then airs in 2024. Okay.
Okay.
And they apparently contacted over 100 former Islanders, but Mora has turned it down.
Thank God for that. I can't stand her. She's doing exit interviews for USA, and I'm just like, I won't ever watch them because I don't like her.
Yeesh, yeesh,
I know.
yeesh. Well, chat, do you have anything else that you want us to talk about with this season, with any gossip that might have been going on with the Islanders that have left the building, left the villa? Because we're basically going to sign off because if we loved the winner, we would have been talking for 2 hours.
Yes. I would have been like, oh, wait, I have to go because I'm not like you say something. Now I'm just like, okay, anything else? Because I'm glad the season is over. This has been an excruciatingly long week, and I'm literally glad the season's over. And so when the winner was announced, it was like, I feel like that tracks with the way the end of the season went. So
I watched it all on 2X.
Yeah. I don't blame you. It was
like, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Thank you, Rachel, for being here. Everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching later. We love you guys, and we do make up the show for us, but we also do it because we know you guys love the show and love having these conversations with us. So thank you guys all for being here as well. I'm really sorry that we didn't get an ending that was like an up ending that we could have been super pumped and excited about because, we really wanted that. We wanted Whitney to have that experience. Like, I feel like she deserved that experience. But fortunately we didn't get it. And I just can't be that happy or excited for Jess and Sammy. I just don't have it in me.
No, not at all.
Don't have it in me.
Not at all.
Don't have it in me.
Nope.
TA says, I will miss you guys. Love Island recaps. I'll watch y'all on Bachelorette recaps and wherever I can find y'all together. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be around. No worries. Make sure you subscribe to Entertainment in Color and ring that bell so that you'll be able to catch when Tamika goes live because we're doing all the Bachelorette recaps on Tamika's channel. She's currently starting to do some Big Brother 25 recaps that I will pop on. She's currently doing that with Janelle. So make sure you subscribe to Entertainment in Color so that you are well informed when she goes live, and then you'll also know when I am joining the chat or the.
And I'll be live at 10:15 tonight to discuss yesterday's episode and today's episode of Love Island USA, season 5.
And then you can catch me just a little bit later on today. If you're a Big Brother fan, I'll be going live with Sarah, David, and Claire from Big Brother and The Amazing Race, and we're going to be doing a draft for season 25. So pop on there if you enjoy that show. Anything else, Tamika? Before we wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I enjoyed the season here, not necessarily the season on the show. So I love you guys. We will hopefully see you in a year. That's about as long as it's going to take to remove this season from our memories.
The taste from our mouth. Thank you so much, Chad. Thank you, Tamika. And we'll see you guys hopefully next year.
Bye, guys.
2024.